I don't know if you can tell on the video, but I'm covered with wood chips, I guess is what you call it, sawdust from a chainsaw. Went over to our house that my daughter lives in, and they had 3 really big crepe myrtles back there. And so I trimmed them up. It's a little late, getting kind of towards spring here. Camellias are blooming, some azaleas are starting to bloom, stuff like that down here in Savannah. But anyway, that's not the point of all this. Well, it is the point of all this. You know, I had a birthday recently, 58. I'm not even 60 years old yet. And I've been retired since I was 52. I've been retired for 6 years. And I used to really enjoy, and you may think I'm crazy, but I used to really enjoy physical, labor. Like, I was a teacher, but I always coached. So I always was out at, ended the day working 3 or 4 hours outside, in the heat and throwing the ball and doing all, lining fields, cutting grass, doing something. I've always liked to cut grass. Really enjoy that. But I got to tell you, the last 5 or 6 times I've done stuff like this, I don't enjoy it anymore. I don't even like it. It's just, I don't understand. Maybe it's because I get tired. But I will say this. And you might say, well, you weigh too much. You need to lose weight. In the past, my weight never stopped me from any amount of work. I would just work. But what is different, I just swallowed some of that wood. Man, I'm filthy. I wish I could see how filthy I am. But anyway, in the past, I always had like an elliptical or a treadmill or something, and I would generally exercise, probably 70% of the time. I might go a few months and stop, or I might go a year and stop, but I was always going back and getting on something exercise thing, and I would do that. And I hadn't been doing that since I moved, and I did at St. Mary's when we first moved there, but I got to where I had stuff I was doing, but I really need to go back and start doing some kind of regular exercise, because today I worked about 2 hours, and it wasn't easy. It was chainsaw, cutting big limbs and making sure, that I didn't drop them on my head. And, it wasn't something you just go out there and, it wasn't like trimming some bushes, It was a big tree. Crepe myrtles are trees. So, and they were bigger than I thought. When I came over, I was thinking how big they were. I didn't think they were as big as they were. So anyway, I cut down all the branches and stuff, and then I pulled all the branches across her yard. She's got a pretty big yard, and I pulled all of them across the yard behind. She's got a little barn back there, so they would be out of the way. And then I have some wood kind of stacked up that I've cut back there in the back, and so I'll have to go back some other day with my chainsaw and cut. But I'm gonna tell you what. Now I can't. The chainsaw's heavy. In the past, I would have thought that, when I was younger, that chainsaw wouldn't have been nothing, to me. And so the older you get, and you start thinking about stuff like that. The other day, I went up to my dad's, and he had bought he's just like me. As a matter of fact, that joker is working. He thinks he's always got to be outside doing something. I don't think that, but I like to work. But anyway, he he had gotten their house burned down, so he's had to start getting some new tools to replace all this stuff that he's been collecting for the last 70 years. So he got a new pole saw. And if you're not familiar with a pole saw has a trigger at one end. It's got a long pole that you can extend out, and then a little chainsaw on the end of that pole. And so he shows me this new pole saw he got. Man, I grabbed that thing and picked it up. I was like, oh, God, this is heavy. he was like, it's heavy, isn't it? And I was thinking, he's not going to be able to use this pole saw. I mean, he might be able to cut down 2 or 3 limbs. But, you lose a lot of strength, a lot of your body strength. And you lose a lot of, I don't know, what am I telling you guys this? Who's listening to this? Are you old? Are you old? You already know it. You already know what I'm telling you. That you don't have the strength in your arms and your shoulders and your, and like today, I'm so tired, I don't even want to eat. I drove past Popeyes, which is one of my favorite chicken places. I drove past Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is another, we call that stuff, which is, it's in my hair, which is another one of my favorite chicken places. I'm going to drive by Zaxby's that has chicken. I might stop at McDonald's and get some nuggets. I'm so tired. I don't even care if I eat. But I know I'm going to want to, because that's the way I am when it comes to 11 o'clock. When I used to work at 11 o'clock, I would stop whatever I was doing and eat. And it would just amaze the ladies who work, because they would like, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. And I'm like, no, it's 11 o'clock. I'm eating. Period. I don't care what's going on. 11 o'clock, Chris Nichols is eating his lunch. And that just blew their mind that I would eat at the same time every day. And so I don't go by whether I'm hungry. I go by it's time to eat. And I'm so tired, I'm not even going by the it's time to eat rule. I guess I ate enough of this crepe myrtle shavings. So anyway, I'm old. Had my birthday the other day. I didn't even know how old I was. You know how I know how old I am? Because for a while there, I was off the whole year. For 2 or 3 years, my mother explained to me what my age really was. But you know how I tell how old I am? By what number Super Bowl it is. Because the first Super Bowl was the year I was born. So whatever Super Bowl it is, that's how old I am. So that really helps. I mean, if I'd have felt physically like this when I was 35 years old, I'd have went and drove myself crazy. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I can't feel like this. I can't be this weak. I can't, now it's just like, I can't do it. The idea of, in the past, if you'd told me I would get somebody to do something in my yard, I would have looked at you like you had just absolutely lost your mind. I will cut my own grass. I will trim my own. I'll cut down the trees. I'll dig up whatever kind of plant. I've done stuff. I've moved big, huge plants with big root balls, and I had to dig. I mean, there was one time down there in St. Mary's, I dug up I don't remember what kind of bush it was now, but it was big. The root ball was like that big around. I got out there with a shovel and a pick and all this junk. I mean, just dug it up. And, oh my Lord, I mean, I about killed myself. That day, I remember how hard that was. And I was just like, but I just I'm not going to stop and dig this thing up, And that wasn't that long ago. And now I might go up. You know what though? Now that I think about it, we had one of those big old sago palms out there when I had my garage put up, a little carport cover, and I needed to dig it up. I dug that thing up by hand. It took me like 4 or 5 days. I would go out there and I'd dig with my shovel. And I'd dig with my, I had some tools, went and bought some tools and stuff to be able to and I cut that thing with a chainsaw, and I mean, that was a lot. Go on YouTube and look up moving one of those palms and see what it entails. Because usually it's like people hooking up the trucks, and the truck won't pull it out of the ground, and they have to just, I mean, it's some labor. So I just did that. So I still got the mentality that I want to do it, and I'm going to do it. It just takes me 10 times longer. Like today, like that stuff today, when I was younger, I would have cut down all those trees, cut up all those limbs, burnt every piece of scrap, had it all, I mean, I would have had it all done. Now it's going to probably take me 3 days to do it. But I'm retired, so it's okay. I got more time. I was going to say I got more time than I got money, but I don't know. Depends on what I want to spend my money on. Why are you laughing, Chris? Because if I don't laugh, I'm going to be crying. I do have some stuff in my eyes. Some of that wood stuff in my eyes. So if you see a tear, you know, it's not really a tear. It's just water. You know, trying to clean my eyes out. It's nature's way of filtering out these foreign objects in my eyes. So anyway, I hope this made you feel. I don't know how it's supposed to make you feel. I know how it's making me feel. I'm tired. Maybe if you're younger and you're watching this, you know, you'll think, I guess I need to stay in as good a shape as I can. Or maybe if you're older and you're watching this, you're looking at it going, you know what, I'm 63 and I feel great. Man, he's pitiful. maybe I made you feel good. I don't know. I just, you know, running my mouth. I just need to shut up. I'm just going to shut my mouth and put this on YouTube. What should I call it? Chris? I don't know. What should I call this? What is this about? Somebody tell me. The meaning of life. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take all these clothes off. I'm not going to throw these clothes away. They're so nasty. Nah, I like these pants. They're my favorite pants. But anyway, I'm going to go home. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to sit down on my recliner. I'm going to watch YouTube. I hope somebody out there has made some fishing videos for me to watch. And I'm just going to watch YouTube, and I guess I'll eat. I'm still not hungry. Maybe I'll feel better after I take a shower and get these dirty clothes off, get the sawdust out of my hair. I mean, it's just flying out of my hair. And you know I don't have much hair, so you can imagine how much sawdust it is to be in my hair. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching.